let's talk about the kind of year Aaron Judge has had, and let's also talk about this discussion. Every time you turn on sports radio, you turn on MLB Network, wherever they're talking about the MVP race. And some say it's an open and shut for Aaron Judge. Others say, how can you leave out the guy who won it unanimously a year ago in Shohei Ohtani? Where do you fall on this argument?
I like the fact that Ohtani won it last year, but that was last year. And that don't take anything away from everything he's doing this year. When you just look at just the offensive side of things, what we've just shown on those highlights, all those home runs, he's on pace to break the American League record. He's literally leading that Yankee team. That's why he gets the nod on me. Also, as well, he has as many at-bats as Ohtani. So when you start looking at it and go, well, he pitches, he may not have enough. They each have about the same amount of at-bats, and look at those two big different categories. 22 more home runs, that's one of the big reasons why Aaron Judge is open and shut.
I agree with everything you said. Last year it was great. We haven't seen it done, at least in our lifetime. Ernie, maybe, but, you know, the young fellas up here hadn't seen it done. So I was agreeing with what happened last year, but this year we're telling us this is the most valuable player. Value that he brings. Ohtani is an outstanding player. He's having another outstanding season, and arguably even better. But are the Yankees here without this performance from Aaron Judge? The Angels are still there, whether Ohtani does that or not, which is at the bottom of the pile. I mean, although they're in the middle of their division, they're not close to getting to the All-Star, to the playoffs. So because of that, you have two All-Star caliber players. They will be there every single year. The value that Aaron brings to that Yankees and them being in that position weighs, for me and to me, a lot more than Ohtani being an outstanding pitcher and hitter.
Ohtani hasn't done anything to detract from him being the unanimous MVP from a year ago. It's not like he's had a down year. And on the mound, he's 11-8, 2.58 ERA, which is number 5 in the American League. He's number 1 in strikeouts per 9 innings with 12. And again, hitting .270, 32 homers, 85 RBIs. But their team is 59-76. So, Pedro, how much does how the team is faring figure into your reasoning on MVP?
You know what? I have to give credit to Aaron Judge and what he's doing, but I'm just going to argue exactly what I argued last year. Those 1,000 innings playing in the field mean something to you?
It's a lot.
That's a lot of innings, right? Well, this time I'm going to make the case for Ohtani. He's 130 innings plus. You know what that does to your legs. I mean, as a pitcher, I know. To get the amount of strikeouts he's getting, to get to whatever, if you think about value and how many wins do they have, 50-something?
Yeah, 59 and 76.
He's probably accountable for 70% of the wins that the Angels got, offensively and pitching. And not only that, he's going to lead the team offensively and as a pitcher. That is really difficult to do. It's really difficult to overlook what Ohtani means to the team. It's not his fault. You can't really judge him over the fact that the team did not perform, that the team wasn't there for him. But if you watch 59 wins and the amount of time he spent on offense and pitching, I mean, the guy is literally carrying the team by himself.
But Aaron Judge has done the same thing in New York, has he not? To a team that is on top of their division. I know he hasn't pitched.
Ernie, but a real good team behind him, a real group of guys that have been there for him. Lately, they have been hurt a little bit. So you saw Aaron Judge get hurt by not having some of those guys behind him. But Aaron Judge has had a real good team behind him. Mike Trout, Rendon. Nobody has been behind Ohtani. And I know that you value time out there. As a pitcher, I understand what he's doing. And this time, I must say, Ohtani is not picking and choosing who he's facing.
Which has always been your argument.
Exactly. He's facing Houston. He's facing the Red Sox. He's facing every team out there, Seattle, Toronto. And he has manhandled every other team but the Yankees.
Let me ask you this. If they switch places, Judge and Ohtani, do you say that the year that Judge is having chasing Marriage, the American League home run record, and Ohtani doing that, do you have the same argument for Judge? Or is Ohtani hands down because they're winning, they're in New York, and you say they have a better team, he's hands down, but Judge is just an outstanding player? Because my argument is that the fact that, no doubt about Ohtani is fantastic, but Judge brings wins. And although you win 70% of 59 games, you're not getting to the playoffs. So you're an outstanding player. Maybe you're in a bad situation, but you can't hold that against Judge either.
Let me ask you, if Ohtani is in New York with these exact numbers that he has right now,
no doubt,
you think the Yankees are number one in baseball?
For sure.
Then it makes no difference.
But he's not there.
As of now, I'm going to tell you a secret, though. You haven't asked me who I think is the MVP right now.
I thought you made it pretty clear.
The MVP as of now still is Aaron Judge. But let Ohtani finish the season, and then you can actually start thinking about who you're going to vote for. And I hope the voters really take in consideration that Vladdy was almost a
Triple Crown winner.
Triple Crown winner last year, and they gave it to Ohtani unanimous. And now, especially with Ohtani running into probably 40, 100 RBIs again, and pitching the way he is, I mean, everybody has to look at what Ohtani is going to finish at the end of the year.
I think he's going to finish there, but you said something at the beginning of your statement, those 1,000 innings on the field. Yeah. Aaron Judge is playing center field in New York. He's 6'8". That's a demanding position for him. That's one thing a lot of people aren't talking about. We're talking about the offensive side. He's on that field playing defense every day. Yeah. When Ohtani's hitting, he's not on that field playing defense. So I think that part of it is slight of an edge. When you're out there running back and forth to center field all the time and controlling that outfield,
overlook pitching.
Gotta get that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, the pitching is there. But playing center field at that height,
I can tell you about
8.4, 8.1 WAR. I mean, if it's all equal, I got to give it to the guy that's helping his team.
And I believe he is right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
But come at the end of the year, Ohtani is on the right track to becoming an MVP again.
And also we had Ernie Banks win back-to-back MVPs for two bad Cubs teams. Yeah. So we got Ohtani that could fall in that mix as well.
No doubt.
So you pitched?
Huh?
So you pitched, huh?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hey, check what we do.
I have to Google you.
Pitch. When we pitch, we do this all day.
Yeah.
Nah, Jimmy, he's forgetting though when they pitch and come out between innings,
they get to sit down, take a break.
Yeah.
They get to
while
go
we out there
inside
running.
Funky chunk 100 with that one.
I thought you were going to uncork one over there.
Oh boy.
Broke one TV last week.
Not just thought. Kind of hoped you were going to do that, but.